Here's to this like wedding cake. Imagine your child that you're raised with a blade outside of heaven's gate.
Manaz, ew.
Ready for the tag. Shouts to IAM on the camera, Larrikin on the beat. Let's get it.
Everybody talking, ain't nobody saying shit. Game full of toys, best to watch out who you playing with. Notorious as bad boys.
Right, first off, love where this is going. If you don't know about Manaz, he's a serious MC. Serious.
On the camera, Larrikin on the beat.
Been a minute since I've even checked anything from him, to be fair. But yeah, I remember you man putting me onto him a couple years back at least. And yeah, man, thoroughly impressed every time. Every time I check this brother, thoroughly impressed.
Everybody talking, ain't nobody saying shit. Game full of toys, best to watch out who you playing with. Notorious as bad boys, we just trying to make it big. Things don't always work out regardless, so I'm staying fit. Get the crowd to raise their hands, same time as I raised the bar. Then I went to raise the stakes, now I'm trying to raise my kid. Rappers fear a loss more than they want to win. But how you gonna get rewarded if you scared to take a risk? Fuck it though, I choose to show and prove. I'd rather hear about what you've done than what you're going to. I've been around the country, don't compare me to these local dudes. The time for paying dues is over, my respect is overdue.
Does it sound like he's at the end of his breath there?
No, I choose country, don't compare me to these local dudes. The time for paying dues.
Sounds like he's got not enough wind in his chest to get that bar out, kind of thing. That tells me that he's, if that's the case, maybe it's a purposeful cadence thing or something like that, but that to me sounds like you're at the end of the breath, which happens to most people at different points, which tells me though that he's recorded this all in one take as opposed to cutting in at different points.
Done and what you're going to. I've been around the country, don't compare me to these local dudes. The time for paying dues is over, my respect is overdue.
Unless it was more of a purposeful thing, I don't know.
Perception is reality, with that in mind I choose to view the shit I'm dealing with as fertilizer that I'm growing through. Whole lot of trauma in my life, but there's no excuse. Told them all I did was real talk and I spoke the truth. Trauma in my life, but there's no excuse. Told them all I did was real talk and I spoke the truth.
Everything I did was real talk and I spoke the truth. I like the way he's worded that.
Trauma in my life, but there's no excuse. Told them all I did was real talk and I spoke the truth. Maybe I'm a wannabe, maybe I'm a has-been, maybe it's...
I like that subtle bass, so we've not even got drums yet. It's all been just piano so far, this far, and then that one note on the bass, yeah, tells you that it's gonna start building.
Real talk, and I spoke the truth. Maybe I'm a wannabe. Maybe
and then that white noise kind of swoosh sound.
Has been. Maybe it's a nightmare. Maybe just a bad dream. Maybe I'm just too messed up for the rap scene. Starting to get sick of this, and they ain't got no vaccine. Killing.
Nice. He's just clean with it. He's keeping it simple, but it's nice. It's nice lyricism. He's not trying too hard with it.
The rap scene, starting to get sick of this, and they ain't got no vaccine. Killing all these instrumentals, I've been on a murder spree. Just cause they ain't listen, it don't mean that they ain't heard of me. Pain in my eyes, cause I saw some shit that hurt to see. Only one thing's for sure in life, there ain't no certainties. Hard-headed me backing down his far-fetched family over everything. I scream it with my last breath. Always been that way. If he was here, then you could ask, where's my ride or die, bro? They found his body in that car wreck. Rappers call my phone to ask me why we aren't friends. Suckers change once they step into that booth. Clark Kent, I remember cold nights laying on that park bench. Fuck it, that was yesterday. Leave it in the past tense, cause he cut his wrist and hung himself. That's the way he died. All I thought when I heard that was fuck, he must have hated life, cause he ain't give.
And he's gone into dark subject matter as these snares and hi-hats start to come in. Or no, maybe it...
Park bench, fuck it, that was yesterday. Leave it in the past tense, cause he cut his wrist and hung himself. That's the way.
No, that is kicks and snares, but it's just filtered and EQ'd all the lows out of it. I think that's how it's done anyway. I'm not an engineer, I'm not a producer, don't quote me on that.
Yesterday, leave it in the past tense, cause he cut his wrist and hung himself. That's the way he died. All I thought when I heard that was fuck, he must have hated life, cause he ain't give the paramedics any chance to save him. I just wonder what would make him try so hard not to stay alive. But I can tell my life's in need of some improvement. When I black out, then end up coming to with a bunch of bruises. No memory of what I did, but it was something stupid. So I say my sorries, avoid my friends and act dumb and clueless. Still I'm bumping music in a drunken stupor. Undisputed champion of acting like a munted loser. And I could go and blame this shit on being young, but truth is really I just played myself. It's now a game I'm unamused with. You pass the bottle though.
Do you say that's a game of unamusement?
Young, but truth is really, I just played myself. It's now a game I'm unamused with. You pass the bottle, though, drink that shit. Since our teens, it's a cycle that we've been trapped in. I was rolling with the punches, now I'm older. So when someone says to hit this, I'm aware of what the impact is. Cause as hard as you hit the drugs are gonna hit you harder if you ain't aware of how much force they swing back with. Sometimes a good night costs you more than the prices of what you scored. And ain't nobody stuffing thoughts to say these things as kids. So fuck it. The stress is post-traumatic. Almost all my cohorts are ghosts or addicts. So born and so forth, we broke laws as if they were petty promises so we could go cause havoc. Still I drop what it looked like.
The drums are underwhelming. I can't lie, the drums are underwhelming.
Almost all my cohorts are ghosts or addicts. So born and so forth, we broke.
They seem very wispy. They seem very static. I don't know. I just imagine something a bit more knocking, a bit more soulful. I don't know.
As if they were petty promises so we could go cause havoc. Still I drop what it looked like. Gave them an insight. Fuck what they thought, now I'm making them think twice. Haters the winds like I'm skating off their ice. Around the same time we were blazing the empires. I seen what us can do when that shit is cold. When you too busy scoring points to be kicking goals. Outcast ain't no way that I can fit the mold. So I flew the
I like the old school twist.
to be pigeonholed. Anyone can fool prey. Drugs will make a sane sense. Some brothers are stupid virgins of crack never.
Are we having a complete beat switch here?
Anyone can fool prey. Drugs will make a sane sense. Some brothers are stupid virgins of crack never came in. Sam was a cool cop. I look at meth changed him once he hit the.
He was so cool. Look how meth changed him.
Crack never came in. Sam was a cool cop. I look at meth changed him once he hit the pie. Shit, he ain't been the same since. Dude's a dead bro, looking for the next fix. On a mission, trying to get tick like a checklist. These dealers all about the cream. That's quick. And they ain't got no chill, only Netflix. So to my path, now I'm older and smarter. And the world feels a lot colder and darker. Drugs even left my mate soulless and heartless. So 6 feet deep in a hole as a carcass. We in a war with not every soldier's a martyr. And if you're young and broke, you're the ultimate target. I wish that back in school they'd have told us on drama that you could flip the script on the role you've been casting.
Wait, is that a different drum set to earlier? Wait, 350. We'll come back to here. 1 second.
So fuck it. The stress is post-traumatic. Almost all my cohort. Wish that back in school they'd have
No,
told
it's the same. Exactly the same. For some reason, I thought it was different.
some drama that you could flip the script on the role you've been casting. Play the head you dealt. No one holds all the cards. Either go or win or you fold. But regardless, the game goes on. And when you played so long, you gotta try to keep track of what the goal was to start with. You think I'm just an artist, you dumb. First of all, I'm a man, plus a father and son. I'm a brother, a friend, a partner, and once I'm finished, then add a legend to that list after I'm done. What's up?
That's a cold way to end it still.
So I'm gonna tie my little brother Scrub. I know he's gonna
Oi! Did he just say scrub?
so I'm gonna tie my little brother Scrub.
Love that.
I know he's gonna kill this shit.
Yeah.
So what you got, brother?
Oh, 1 minute. We need to talk about Manaz before we talk about Scrub, because, yeah, that's exciting me now. I didn't know that. I did not know that was coming. Yeah, strong. It was nice knowing that Manaz was tagged in. Like, I'll be mad real. I wouldn't say I've forgotten about him, but you know what I mean. He weren't on the forefront of my mind at the moment. You know, if you told me to name Aussie artists, he's probably a name where, without disrespect, you know what I mean, with all due respect, should I say, like, probably wouldn't be one of the first to come to mind. But hearing his name, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, Manaz is cold, like. And so, yeah, nice to see him tagged in here. And hopefully he gets a few new listeners off of this, because he definitely is someone who deserves it. And I think I need to give him the respect and go back and kind of catch up with the catalogue, as I've been saying with 1 or 2 of the artists that's been tagged in so far. Now, one thing I will say about this, and I've seen some people saying it about Complete, but I will explain what I mean, is this didn't feel like a Rappertag. This felt like a nice freestyle, but it didn't really feel Rappertag-ish. I don't know how else to explain it. Now, I don't want to compare the one from 10 or so years ago to the one now. Like, the landscape's different, a lot of things have changed. You know, there's some similarities we can pull, there's some things that may align, but ideally I want to treat season 2 as its own thing, which it should be. But I don't know, I feel like this was a really introspective, a very personal freestyle, and if Manaz called this a something freestyle, I would probably respect this that tiny bit more. Now, that's not to take away anything from what he did lyrically. That's not to take away from anything that he has done here, because this is a really good fucking like verse that he's put together. I like how it builds up over time with the instrumental. It seems like he's kept that in mind. Little bit underwhelming on the drop, but it's still overall quite a nice beat, and I really like the piano that's used within this instrumental. But I don't think this feels like it should be part of the Rappertag series. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to talk your shit and be egotistical. Like, I'm all for people being introspective. I'm all for it. I just feel like with Complete, some people are saying it about Completes, but Complete has something to say. It's about the rappers that are gonna be tagged in. It's about other artists. It's about other people and respect and kind of the landscape and how we view Perth and West Australia as its own thing. Manaz here was talking about his own personal life and his own personal things, and there's nothing wrong with that. 100%. You know me. In terms of catalogue, that's probably what I'd prefer. But for Rappertag, I don't know, it felt too introspective for a Rappertag. I don't know, maybe I'm bugging, and again, this is my first listen through. Maybe if I listen through 3 or 4 more times, I might change my opinion. You got to keep that in mind with reactions. This is my first reaction, so you got to keep that in mind when I'm saying this as context. But I don't think I'm going to put this in my top 5 for the simple fact of it didn't feel Rappertag-ish. That may make sense to you, it may not. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you get where I'm coming from? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think. Regardless, I really, really respect Manaz. I really fucking rate him as an MC, so don't let this take away anything from him. Go and check him out. Animal Farm is the first track that comes to mind for me personally that I really enjoy from him. And I'm sure I have in an Aussie playlist somewhere that I always hear from time to time in rotation. So yeah, man, gotta give Manaz his flowers and gotta give him respect where respect is due. 100%.